Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Holy cow. London session live. Let's get the party started here. Good morning, Chris. What's up? We'll let about a minute or two here for some people to roll in, and we'll get into some daily frameworking. That way, I don't have people asking me about what the daily bias is. But we've got an interesting daily profile for the week. I can't lie. Mass consolidation up around these all-time highs right now. I'm not seeing too much. We have still not even swept Thursday's high or low yet, which is a bit concerning for me considering that I wanted to see one side of the range swept right now. So we'll wait a few minutes for some people to roll in. We'll get started. James, Load, Jacob, Sir Cell, Trader Sue, Chasen, long on the 5 minute. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, longs look good here, and I want to see those into the Thursday high, but yeah, let's see here. We've got this nice SMTC2 here on the 5 minute. This looked the nicest. This 5 minute long did look the nicest. I was on stream. This recap into the EQ that we finally reclosed back above the 2 o'clock. Good long signature. We now created a new protected low here at the 29,630. But how's everybody's how was everybody's Monday of trading going? How's everybody doing? Morning, Leo. What's up, Kata? Good morning, good morning. Let's see what happens here. 5 minute does look quite decent. We have this nice relevant high here at the 11 o'clock that ideally I'd like to see expand higher. Some decent movement here for sure. So feeling quite nice about this current setup and market. We'll see if we can get that re-expansion into that relevant high on the 5 minute though, but it's time will tell on this one. Can't lie. But yeah, good move on the five. Gold here as well. We'll do a little daily time frame analysis once I can quickly check to see how everybody is doing here. Alrighty. You needed a lot of patience yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I was in and out of markets yesterday. I took London session, you guys know I took that small loss after taking some partials, and then after that I decided to just hop off. And around 9 o'clock open, 9 o'clock frame or yeah, 9 o'clock framed a really good oh wait, 8 o'clock, sorry. 8 o'clock trade swept out the 7 o'clock high, which then led to 8 o'clock dropping down into the 8 o'clock low. So I got a nice manipulation and distribution to the opposing side, which was a really solid trade for me yesterday. And then after that, I was green on the day and I called it. Literally called it. I hopped in and hopped off the charts so quick. It was fantastic for me. Didn't have to worry about anything. Wasn't stressing. I saw that New York Open, by the way. Holy buns, chat. Holy buns. What's up, Ed? Good morning. Yeah, it was like the one of the most disgusting New York Opens. And I literally mentioned it on X for those of you that follow me on X. I posted, I was like, by the way, I was like, you can already tell this New York Open's gonna be crummy. Within 5 minutes, it was just buns. Like no reason to get involved. Don't crane your neck level of disrespect from the market there. I can't lie. But 5 minute longs don't look bad here. Only thing is we've opened up the new 3 minute summits or new hourly candle here at 3 o'clock. So we'll probably trace into the hourly EQ here before we re-expand higher into this 11:05 relevant high. Also have yeah, we've already tagged the midnight open, which is great. So I'm not sure what to expect here, but daily profiling, I'm still on par with needing to see one side of Thursday's range swept. We still have not seen a single side of Thursday get swept. We are literally, this is well, no longer an inside bar, but we were basically had 2 days in a row that were an inside bar. And for me, that is a very, very low probability market sequence because now I'm unsure where trend will go because there's two directions. We can sweep out the previous daily low, which Tuesday's now done. Tuesday swept out the Monday low. And we can anticipate a move into this Thursday high, but there's also the same chance that we reclose back with the Monday low and Tuesday just expands into this Thursday low because current trend is still bearish and we have this massive SMT at the highs. So for me, that's what I'm honestly looking at right now. And the 6 hour looks incredibly, incredibly bearish here alongside this, which does not help when it comes to building this bias here too. So we'll see kind of what happens in trend today. 6 hour, 4 hour, not super solid. We are rejecting off of a 4 hour imbalance as we speak right now too, which is one thing to make note of when building a potential framework for London session as well as the New York AM session. We have this massive gap that we're officially back above. But yeah, I can't lie, guys. This is definitely not my preferred sequence for today. Commodities looked a little cleaner. We saw more of a derived bearish sentiment here. We tapped into these gaps and then also formed indecision, followed by more decision at the Tuesday. So Tuesday sweeping out the Monday low, exactly like what indices are doing. We could see a bit of a reject here. Got some 6 hour and 4 hour gaps that we're currently tracing into right now as well, which could help us build a proper bias when it comes when it comes to it. So we'll see. We will see. But oh boy, I'm not liking the current. Yeah, Nasdaq here on these longs is retracing aggressively. Four bearish breaking confirmed. The look at those projections. Yeah, I mean, dude, it is quite nuts to say the least here. 5 minute definitely retracing quite aggressively here. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. 3 minute C3, nothing here. I want to see some more framework. We just formed a bearish C2. Uh-oh. And we just inverse the 3 minute gap. We inverse the 3 minute FEG and also formed a 2 minute, 3 minute SIST off the C2. So we'll see if we can find framework there as well. Who knows? Our bearish rate could confirm. Look at his projections. Yeah, honestly, it does look quite bearish. That is, I am in agreement with that, without a doubt. We'll see what happens. I'm curious to see if we get an invalidation of the C2 because we're tapping into the EQ of the previous 30 minute now. But it's one of these things that's it's a difficult read right now. You want to see a continuation of trend higher, but also we're forming lots of aggressive sweeps and a little bit more indecision in this market than I would prefer. Morning, Leo. I'm short out this 50 minute city target, yes, for a 50 minute lower discount. Very nice. There you go, Kaz. Look at this immediate trace higher off that move too. We formed the SIST, immediate trace back up into that protected high. How ridiculous is that? We have that small 1 minute gap there forming as well. That's gonna just get invalidated within a few seconds here. If that 1 minute gap doesn't hold, we're gonna just see this trend continue higher. Yeah, there you go. Right back in the longs, like nobody's business. See C2 invalidated here. This is gonna be a rangy London session, boys. Stay tuned. Wow, big aggression here. Look at this 1 minute candle. What is this? 30-point 1 minute candle. There's really not a lot of reason for that, but you know what? Cheers. Cheers, NASDAQ. You do what you want to do. I'm not even going to complain. Likely going to get a retrace in that previous 1 minute. So a bit of a bearish retrace here. Not a lot here to work with, guys. I'm really gonna play a lot more passive during London today. This is quite a bit of aggression now after the 3 o'clock open. So patience will pay on this one, but let's not rush it. They burned me so much in the 3 minute, never trade that thing again. 3 minute is interesting, but 5 minutes probably the cleanest. It presents the least amount of setups, like the 15, but it's probably the cleanest to trade. And it's nice because if you trade the 1 minute, 3 minute and 5 minute are gonna go swipe out your 1 minute and 3 minutes, or 5 minutes gonna sweep out your 3 minute and 1 minute stops. 15 minutes gonna sweep out your 5 minute, 3 minute, and 1 minute stops. So it's kind of being very selective with where you want, like how comfortable you are with your stop placement, etc. That's going to lead to proper decision making, we'll say. Perfect retest in the 5 minute SIST here. Yes, sir. Also respected that small 5 minute gap that formed too, which is quite nice for this. New 1 minute open here. Likely going to see a re-expansion higher. I wouldn't be surprised if we trace a little bit deeper into this 1 minute, but there we go. A little bit more aggression there. Some good relevant highs to be met. We'll see though. We will see. A little bit of aggression. Nothing super crazy. Close to passing my eval, and damn, these last few hundred feels like a different ball game. Yeah, it's going to give her 1 hour if I really got in reverse. Oh, 100%. Internal to external. Internal to external. Be sweet to do that and then reach into the Thursday low. That would be really nice to see kind of a move like that. That'd be a good leg. Big strong move here from NQ though. Look at this 1 minute here, just trace. We tapped into the EQ and just flew. Full disrespect from the market there, just completely flying. Soaring higher here on NQ. I wonder how ES and YM are doing. Probably not as good as NASDAQ, that's for sure. YM here, yeah, a bit of aggression on YM on the bull side here. ES as well. ES showcasing some good relative strength here. Yeah, just keep on waiting. Curious to see if this price is going to reject here, but because we haven't swept out really any big internal highs yet. So I'm curious to know what's going to happen here. We might push in the 4-hour bearish gap above. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. I think there's definitely room to move higher there. Because I mean, internal to internal, we have this 4-hour gap key already. So I'd be curious if we've already ejected off this 4-hour. So I'm curious to see if we'll now tag into this 4-hour, which is likely the case because that previous 4-hour held really well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that re-expansion into that gap. That seems the most feasible to myself here. But we will see. Yeah, a bit of a reject here on the 1 minute on NQ. 1 minute and 3 minute being quite aggressive. Tapping this 1 minute gap here on NQ. ES and YM, I'm off on those because there's just not enough volatility during London for me. I either trade commodities or NQ. I just can't trade ES or YM. It's so hard for me to framework stuff with those assets. But we'll see. Ideally looking for a re-expansion if this 1 minute gap holds, but we'll see. Your model is absolute G. It fits my completely. Only problem I have to reset my mind and delete every other concept. I know that takes time. Well, you said not to have to delete every concept. Jeez Louise, you don't have to delete every concept, but it's definitely it helps to fixate on a model, as I've mentioned on multiple streams here. It helps a lot when you fixate on a model that you can trade. See what happens here with NQ. This is not super sharp here. Seeing a bit of a reject on this 1 minute, tracing its way lower. So it's just kind of low, just feels very low probability at the moment. Like we're now rejecting higher. I want to see price move that 4-hour gap, but we're just seeing these big retraces in this 1 minute imbalance now. There's really not a lot to it. It's quite low. I want to see this. We tapped in a 1 minute gap. We can form some type of an SM2 within that gap and see this re-expand higher, but just looks kind of bummy here. Can't lie, chat. I'm still short if we invert 15 upside. I will cut and reevaluate. Yeah, that's fair. See, we have this minute one SMT with ES. I don't know if that's gonna hold though. I doubt it actually. Yeah, I really doubt it. That's gonna continue this lower. We're seeing some big wicks here on NQ. If this 1 minute can close bullish, we'll likely see this continue higher because ES is now tapped into that 1 minute gap, which is good for us. With this SMT at the lows, which means that this level might hold. We might see the 715 level hold. If we fail the 715, we're going to see price crash and probably inverse this 1 minute. This is a decent leg here. Okay, well, psych on that. I jinxed that one, that's for sure. Jeez Louise, look at this. See now it's remove the SMT, forming secondary SMT with ES now. ES with that SMT, let him move higher. Jeez Louise, man. Ugly. Yeah, this is not anything special here, guys. Patience is actually going to pay on this one. I'm not going to be forcing anything. On the 1 minute here, like we're outside of a C range as well. So this is just, if we hold this isn't even really trading a continuation because we've already formed those C2s. See, this is what I want. I wanted aggression like this. But good SMT, if this holds, this protected low holds, we'll see that just fly. But are you long biased? As of right now, I'm long biased into the 4-hour gap, correct? Big move here from NQ. That's a good 1 minute. That was a great 1 minute closure. That's exactly what I wanted here. See, that's really nice for us. Now it's rejecting a bit of a wick reject here on NQ. Yeah, there's not a lot of sauce here, guys. GC as well is continuing higher slowly, but there's just not much for me to framework here. I'd like to. Are you in a trade? I'm not in a trade. No. I'm waiting. God no. You best believe it, my ass is not in a trade. Yeah, there goes NQ popping higher now. Respected that 1 minute gap. Likely see that baby fly. I'd like to go long on this, but now we don't really have a C2. I might have to wait for the new 30 minute to framework something. Maybe pull into the 15 minute. Yeah, right. I mean, I'd be nice, but at the same time, look at this. Oh, it's just flying. Nas is just flying. Wow. 15 minute structure looks quite expansive too, but this is just, there's not a lot to work with here, guys. I hate to say it. I just don't have much framework to work here. Bonjour, what's up? Bonjour. She just goes. I mean, that's what she's doing right now, dude. She's just going. Nas is just going. Just gotta let her rip. Not much else to it, just to let NASDAQ rip. That's it. Wow. 732's held, and that's just pumped off that. Holy cow. 732's holding well. 733's holding super well here on NQ. I'm watching on Tradeovate. Yeah, look at this. Brother is going. We got equal lows. That's gonna get swept out here any second. There you go. Hi, NASDAQ. Have a great time. Now, big old reject now. All right, sping. I'm getting the trade sinker set here. I'm feeling a trade coming here soon. Just gonna have to watch this framework. This is disgusting though. Jeez Louise. Gross. Look at NASDAQ here, man. See, look, it's like every leg that leads to higher move just immediately becomes a fat retracement here. And it's so difficult to find framework when you see market just being this aggressive. It's super aggressive here. Like trend is not our friend, is what I'm trying to say. I'd like to see NASDAQ continue this higher. We're just filling these gaps, but it's like we're gonna wick fill and then probably see a re-expansion lower. What indicators do you use? I use the T-Trade fractal model. If the model doesn't present, you do nothing. Exactly, right? That's why you're not seeing me do anything. There's nothing of value presenting itself in this market right now, so I have zero reason to get involved. So guess what? Your boy ain't gonna get involved. I got no reason to, man. I got no reason to get involved when this trend is just not my friend. Like we're consistently forming SMTs, the lows of the ES, and then NASDAQ is pumping away from that SMT. So it's like, where's the framework? I don't know. I want a strong 1 minute closure though. I want to see it head back into those 322 highs. Give it to me, NASDAQ. Or is that tiny, minuscule 1 minute gap going to hold? Oh, look at that. Surprise, surprise. Oh, jeepers, guys. Might be another slow London session for me today. So we'll see I'll see what we can framework for you guys. No promises though, because I'm not liking this market. We have basically a double inside bar is the way to think of it, right? There's just not a lot of probability in an inside bar. It's like horrific for us. There's like actually zero framework when it comes to a daily profile like this. Like look at this. And look at this 15 minute here. We've got the end of this 15 minute in 4 minutes, and this is just a fat reject. Sup, what's up, Justin? Be patient. You literally can do trade be optimal. Yeah, I'm not going to force a trade just because I'm on stream with you guys. I don't see a setup, so guess what? Your boy's not going to trade. Not going to be an idiot just because I want to entertain you guys. Sorry, but I've got values. AK, I'm not going to take a stupid trade just to entertain you guys. If a trade doesn't present, it doesn't present, so be it. That's life. Oh my God, look at this. C2 forming now. We'll see if it's a true C2. Let's see if we get another failed C2 here from the fractal like we did before we expand away from that C2. That'd be great. How many trades you take a day? 2 to 3 max, nothing more. I literally just take 2 to 3 trades a day maximum. Asia was better than New York yesterday. Yeah, New York was horrific. I don't trade the lab model, no. I do not trade the lab model. I trade my own model. See, look, C2, we're going to lead to another C2 invalidation. This would be comical if we see another C2 invalidation. I would laugh at this because this is exactly what happened from before. We failed the C2 structure again. You traded the Leo model. Yes, le modèle, LM. Not the lab model, le modèle. Massive S&T here as well. All right, price is slowing here, waiting for the new 30-minute open. I keep on waiting. I'm excited to watch your movie on July 31st. What do you mean my movie? My movie? Wait, now I'm confused. What risk on a 50K? 200, 150 to $250 of risk per trade. Depends on market and scenario, but 150 to 250 is my typical. 150 to 250. Movies releasing on July 31st. Young Washington, Spider-Man, The Samurai, Mustache, I Want Your Sex. There's a couple interesting ones getting released here. The Samurai and the Prisoner, Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Is that the one? You excited to see that one get released? Tom Holland, bro. Oh my Lord, Brian. I don't even look like that guy. I wish I did, bro. I'm all the sexy man. Holy price slowing down. Oh my days. Oh my days. Slow grind lower here too. Look at this. Oh my Lord. I'm losing my brain. This market is so crummy. It's still forming an S&T with a yes, by the way. New 30-minute open, 330. Will 330 be the will 330 be revitalizing or no? We'll find out here soon, folks. Stay tuned to see whether or not 330 will hold this price leg. We'll find out. Big move here. Dude, TradingView needs to genuinely do something about how laggy their platform is. I'm literally the reason why my screen keeps freezing on stream is because I'm using Tradeovate and Tradeovate to watch the candlesticks because this is just buns, dude. Like the delay from the chart to the actual candlestick movement on TradingView is like it hurts my brain. Like, look, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, new candle opened. Like it's just it's genuinely disgusting. I hate watching these trading view candles. They drive me nuts. Look at this. Back into the 1 minute gap. Massive 1 minute gap here. I'm curious to see if this is gonna hold. Very curious to see if that's gonna hold. Probably not, but let's see. Look at the delay. Oh my God. I'm literally just swapping screens now. It's like hurting my head. Long strap from 1:30 a.m. Yeah, definitely. Oh, absolutely. Sorry, I just understood what that message meant. Yeah, 100%. No cigars here. Indicators carrying trading view. Seriously though, because at least they're reading price when trading view's lagging. Like I'm getting more of a read on market watching the fractal model than I am looking at the candlesticks on TradingView. So that's why I literally have NinjaTrader or TradeRate on. Well, it depends on if I'm trading personal or prop. But dude, it's like insane. See if this 1 minute gap holds or not. We're tapping into a huge 15-minute gap as well. Be nice to see if that 15-minute gap holds and we just see a big price reject off that as well. I'd be very happy to see price reject off this 15-minute gap and head back up into those highs. That would be really nice for us, eh? Eh? Psych. Fat 1 minute reaction. Tapping big into this 15-minute here. Yeah, I'm now committed to seeing this 15-minute expand higher. Short from that breaker could be a lot of longs traffic 1:30 a.m. Short from that breaker, very nice. Yeah, I've got nothing, guys. I mean, y'all taking trades, I respect it, but dude, I don't know what frame. I can see some of the framework, but boy, oh boy, not much for me to say here, man. I just want to see that 15-minute gap hold, but we're also rejecting off of an even larger 15-minute gap. Like, I keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Big 15-minute here. We'll see if that holds. 5 minute here as well, showcasing lots of bear sentiment. Really want to see if that gap will hold. I doubt it, but if this 15-minute can hold, that'll be nice for us because I could honestly trade a 15-minute continuation sequence. If that 15 doesn't hold, though, that's very, very, very bad for trend. Bye, trend. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, just looking at it, I don't even need to draw it. I see the range. Like we're pulling into it. There's definitely lots of trap buyers here. 1,000%. 15 minutes gonna get inversed here for sure. New 15-minute opening up in we got time. Use the 29 320 as fake leather, rip it back. Real. 1 minute and 15-minute structure here, kind of gross. Yeah, for me, guys, I can't lie. These London sessions haven't been good for me recently. They were good last week, but this week it's just not presentable for my setup. They're really not presentable for my form of trading. New York's been great and pre-New York's been great, but London just has not presented opportunities for me, which is completely fine. But it's just I love trading London sessions, so I wish I had more presentable opportunities during London. Trade them with all of you guys. That'd be fun. Can't have them all though, guys. Can't win them all, you know? Sometimes gotta let it be. Big moves. Consolidating in this 15 minute. See what chat's saying. How long you think you will be on? I'll be on probably until 11 o'clock, close to 11. Depends. If I see market not finding a feasible setup for me, I'll likely just hop off to save my mental sanity and also your guys' mental sanity from not watching. If we see nothing, probably hop off by around like 10:30, 10:45, my time. So about 4:30, 4:45. I'm just reading if I have a presentable. Why don't you move your face so it doesn't cover the price axes? Well, because you guys can make it out for the most part. I mean, it's not, I think it's a good positioning. Morning, what's up? Yeah. Morning, morning. All right, now we're barcoding a bit here. Great. And definitely some more bearish sentiment here as we make our way down into this unicorn 2R here, but it's going to be a slow mover, I fear. A slow, slow, slow mover. Yeah, we're just barcoding now. We're creating my favorite zebra pattern here on NQ. Zebra trades. Holy, look at this 1 minute. Oh, geez Louise. 5 minute C2 cysteine now. I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all. Look at this structure and tell me you'd be interested in trading this. Look at this 1 minute. There's no structure right now. I'm good. I will wait. I will wait my turn. That 2R lies down at 76 here, it seems. I think we're gonna just see a continuation of this bearish leg. We're just struggling to get below this 15-minute gap. If we can get below this 15-minute gap, we'll likely see this 2R play from Unicorn here. Like every candle, fat bullish move into bearish takeover. Iguanas. Corner need to adjust the cards to man. No, it works. No Juno today. Leo, this higher time for indicator is fixed in top left corner. You need to adjust charts to it manually. What do you mean? I'm confused. It's on top right. I'm confused what you mean. Is it an indicator you're using? Because I'm just using the fractal model for my higher time frame candles. Yeah, barcode on GC as well. London has been buns, dude. What's up, Exorbis? Coutinho, I guess he was watching the football. Yeah, sorry, I'm like when you load in the chart, how it pops up, I'm replicating this cloud. Oh, very nice. Spain done well. Yeah, I have this in the center screen and it overlays my candles. Well, you have to prompt it in Claude, say, I want you to stay in the blank space on the right side of my chart, not where the active candles on the left are. Claude will be able to do that. It'll move the XY positioning. And you could say, move the XY positioning to be to the right of my active candles. Thanks, junior developer. I got you. Leo, do you use AI? Do I not use AI? Dude, I use AI like daily for a lot of things. I use AI all the time. I'm an AI fan. I love AI. Yeah. All right, this is untradeable for me. Production, I'm losing my mind again. Two horrific London sessions. Now we're forming a micro C2 with an SMT confirmed. Jeez Louise, man, cannot make that up. I hope it fails that C2. I really hope it fails that C2. Lose my brain boggle if we don't. Same good. I'm just trading the 15 minute. Yeah, well, that's probably the smart thing to do here. 15-minute structure, it's one of these things. We either see 15-minute hold and we see continuation of price, or we don't, and we don't see continuation of price. And that would be life. We technically did form a C2 here, so this would just be a 15-minute continuation sequence if this landed. Big move there from NQ. Can invalidate this 15-minute here. We've got, oh, that's the new 15-minute open. Wow, we just inversed it. We just inversed the gap within like a minute at the or 2 seconds before the close. We inversed the gap. Jeez Louise, guys. Nasdaq is up to something now. Oh my God, it just barely inversed the gap by a few points. Big trade. C'est la vie as my French little c'est la vie. It's looking very good, my friend. Too much noise lower, yeah. Yeah, but this is 15-minute gap inverse tagging into the previous hourly EQ now. That's a if that holds, GG's. Holy cow. Give me some structure on Q. I just want this to die. I want it to die to 76. I want it to die to this 2 hour. I want it to die, just die to 76, eh? You don't have a lot of resistance. Damn it. Don't reject off the 15. Don't reject off the hourly EQ, man. No, just head lower. You have no reason. Just head lower, man. It's not worth the Nasdaq, I promise. I want to see it head to 76s because I want to see a range of Thursday lower high get swept. So that'd be good for structure. Oh no, Nasdaq, it's rejecting off the EQ, guys. It's rejecting off the previous hourly EQ. Or sorry, off the previous 4 hour EQ. Oh geez. Oh geez, man, that better hold. I want to see it hold. We'll see, guys. Moment of truth. Does the EQ hold, yes or no? 15 minute for new hourly. Let it be C2 on the 1 hour, 4 hour opens back to C2, and then lower. We'll see. Fingers crossed, right? Oh, look at this move. EQ's holding so well. EQ, the hourly's holding like too well. No, NASDAQ. NASDAQ, don't do it. It's not worth it. I know you want to head lower. That's it. That's going to be an invalidation of this 15-minute inversion. Failed inversion here. That's it. GG's. Maybe we put an emoji. So typically you head lower. Nope, lower. All right. Well, guys, this is a less eventful London session than yesterday because it is hot buns of price action right now, man. Full port. Oh boy, good luck. Have fun. This is the leg that I want to see. Is I want to see that 15-minute continue this leg. We've now formed the wick. Great. I'm very happy that we formed the wick. Head lower now. That would be ideal. Just absolute tank. Hit the bar lower. There you go. 15-minute structure here. Failed 15-minute continuation unless we failed that inversion, but that just looks weak now. 76s are inbound. That 2R off the unicorn's gonna play. That was a horrific hold on that, but geez Louise. 86s are now tagged in. 10 more points and 76s are tagged. Good move there. Big retrace. Holy cow, and Q's got some volatility now. Look at that Q. And Q has some freaking volatility right now, man. Cannot make that one up, that's for sure. Look at the volatility off that 1 minute. That is shaky, man. Struggling to get below that 3 o'clock low. I want to see it just slam below the 3 o'clock low. If we do that, 76s are gonna get slimed. Yeah, 1 minute doesn't look good here. It looks quite strong. I want to see it just reject. I want to see that 2R play in the 76s. I know for a fact if that's the case, Juno took that unicorn into that 76, by the way. Watch this macro, we were going higher. We'll see. I mean, I think you're underestimating market right now. I think it's a lot weaker than you assume. We're below the 15, we formed the wick at the 15. I think we're gonna see this reject quite a bit here, in fact. Don't underestimate market, dude. Market is bears are heavy now. Bears are extremely heavy in this trend. Be careful. They're out to bite. Yeah, that 3 o'clock low's holding. 3 o'clock low's holding well here. I'm curious to see. I think that's going to hold quite well. Looks the part. 3 o'clock low held well. Both of them, 3 o'clock open and this 311 low here, both holding very well. Still think we see lower though. I'm just not convinced we're heading higher off this. We have the 76s that need to get met. We have those 76s that actually need to get met. I refuse to believe that we're heading higher off this. Especially with how aggressive. If we break below 312 low. Yeah, if we can see closure below the 311 low, proper closure, reclosure back below, I think we're gonna see this just tank. Need to see proper closure though. I want to see strong closure. Bulls are weak. We're not seeing lots of bullish aggression. They might have recouped a bit here, but 76 isn't bound. And we have two massive relevant lows that were big retrace pivots in market that need to get met here too. Yeah, there you go. That's gonna be 76's met here. Come on. Big move there. And there goes the 76s, as mentioned. Yeah, there was no room for market to move higher there. We had too many relevant lows. Now we've got 67 and 63 inbound. 67 and 63. Those are coming in hot. Even that C2 confirmation on the 1 hour. You're talking a 1 hour C2? Oh, like tap into the Sisti? Well, yeah, we just tapped into the Sisti. So there's your confirmation, boss. Do you get tagged into longs on that? Are you longing off the C2? Ballsy as hell, but I can respect it. Well, I won't piss on it, man. I can respect it. It's definitely slightly ballsy, but I can't say much on it, man. If that's how you trade, that's how you trade, brother. Massive wick rejects here on NQ now. We're seeing this thing fly down. We've got these relevant lows. C2 is not going to confirm yet until we take out those relevant lows now. Market makers still are out to grab liquidity. You see every time buyers are present, bears are completely recouping market, regaining control, which gives me the sense that we need these relevant lows to get swept before we can start looking for long signature. Definitely not long that because I only trade the three, so if the scale closer, that's a C2 bearish, so I trade the three. Very nice. Yeah, it's not the most aggressive, but I see your point in terms of that hourly gap. I can see the structure for a bearish move. See, there we go. Relevant low. That's going to be 67 taken out here probably in the next minute or so. Enjoying the Euro summer? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Shit is electric, man. Euro summers are electric. It's just nice, dude. The weather's great. I'm at a great place, great people, great food. Dude, my skin is the best it's ever been. I come to France for a few days. Skin is impeccable. So much energy here. Exactly. It's impeccable. If you guys haven't already, by the way, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the stream segment. Forgot to give you guys a reminder, but like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Y'all here watch me, even though we're not taking a trade right now, it's just not presentable for me. So I'm not gonna fake it and take a trade just to entertain you guys. I love you guys to death, but it just ain't worth it for me to trade just to entertain an audience. The only permissible way to trade a C2 for me is if a breaker block in line with the hourly opening price at least 1 hour SMTs. Yeah, that's good. Was going by car from Poland to Spain, visited Lyon, looks like Morocco. Lyon's great. Did you have to check out Ramatuelle, like Saint-Tropez area? Insane. There goes 67s. Come on. Crack the 67s. There you go, 67s. I told you guys, market is weak. It needs to take out these relevant lows before market makers have enough accumulation of orders to reset price higher. But this looks awfully weak now. And next inbound here, next on the recipe, we've got the 63s going to make their way down to the 63s shortly. 63.25 inbound. Please remember, get your seatbelts on, seatbelts fastened, tray tables up, and I'll see you guys at 663.25. Might do a little bit of some retrace wonky business here because we have some 3-minute imbalances forming. Whatever. Don't care. Take me to 63. I can't frame much here, guys. There's also not a lot of there's like no continuation sequences forming here, but the general move that we're looking at is playing out. So there's no big complaints. There we go. 63 is inbound. Give me my money. Run it down, run it lower. Quite a bit of aggression there though. Wow. See, every time bulls are recouping, bears are just completely regaining control. We just tagged into the resistance of these lows here, these relevant lows at the 2 o'clock. The 2 o'clock, the 250 low here. We'll see if that holds though. I don't think so. Strong maneuver here on the 1. There we go. 63, give it to me. That's gonna be 63s. Come on. Run it down. There we go. Boom, 63s. There we go. That's 3 relevant lows tagged now. 3 massive relevant lows tagged down here on NQ. Can't make it up, chat. Jeez Louise, dude. Market is aggressive. Look at these bears. I do take partials. Yes, Sarian. I do. I love taking partials. And we've got the 4 o'clock open here in 2 minutes. So I'm gonna watch the 4 o'clock. See if we can frame something off this. Wow. Hourly framework here. That new hourly open is gonna be exactly that bear C2 you wanted, chasing. Holy cow, just slamming below 63s. Now I'm convinced we're just making our way back into London session lows here. I think we're just gonna trace into these London lows now. Like there's not any way I can trade this. Look at these retracement legs are just immediately bought back by buyers pre-close. So it's like I can't even trade it. It's just flying. Jeez, GG's, man. Holy cow, look at this. Yeah, London session lows inbound. 63's got cracked. 20 points below 63's already on the next 1 minute candle. Yeah, that's absurd. Not much to do except smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Yeah, price. I'm watching Trade Evade here. I'm trying to see how drawn out this book map is. Yeah, I mean, we still have a ton. We have a ton of sell orders, a ton of sell orders sitting at that 2 o'clock low. Jeez Louise, 2,700 block. That's crazy. Yeah, we've got a big sell block, a big buy block at this 213, but we've got sell orders are in right now, dude. They're in. Stay tuned, chat. This is gonna rip. Oh my God, yeah, there you go. Just tagged into that 1 minute gap. Now we're seeing price just fly. This chair is a little uncomfortable. London session lows inbound. I hope Juno took that unicorn, man. I really, really hope he did. Every time we buy back into that 1 minute gap, sellers are going to regain. There's just like boom, sellers are regaining again. 2 o'clock low inbound. Like, don't even try it. Literally, don't even try it. It's gonna just keep flying. London session lows are coming in hot. Super, super hot here. Happen in the 1 minute gap. I want to see sellers regain. Wow. Buying back here well. I want London session lows though. Liquidity, do what you want. It's just starting this a new hourly open here, 4 o'clock. So we're tracing the EQ. If that EQ holds, it'll just be bread and butter to see this just rocketeer into those London session lows. Yeah, man. 50 minutes straight to the inversion. GC C2 confirmed. Very nice. I'm not even paying attention to GC. On what time frame was this C2 confirmed? On the hourly? No, not a fan of that. EQ lies at 72 here. Okay. So I don't want to see strong closure above 72 on NQ because that will likely lead to a fat invalidation. And I want to see this 1 minute gap hold as well. I'm looking at Tradevate because TradingView is like literally not even catching this price action. There we go. Tap the 1 minute gap. If this holds and we see reclosure back below the 401 low, this is going to go right to London lows. Come on. Show me a NASDAQ. Show me where you want to move. Equal lows, nice. Equal lows, that bullish candlestick. I really want to see the 72s hold. Now we wait. I get alerts when GCNQ oil confirm a C2 on the 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. Very nice. Yeah, that's very nice. GC confirmed what though? Four hour? No, no, it has to be 1 hour, but not even really. Hmm. Intriguing. Come on, show me those 2 o'clock lows, man. Look at NASDAQ here. Just a rocketeer. It's just fun to see because this is, I mean, it's easy to predict where price is going to move, but it just doesn't fall within my entry signature. So, yeah, does it suck that I can't capitalize on this move lower? Yes, it actually kind of does, right? But like the reality is, I'm not going to have FOMO on this. I'm just going to let this play because I know price is ready to move lower, but I can't position myself in a I can't position myself into something that gives me high probability or confidence in this trade. So instead, what am I doing? I'm just popping off and I'm watching to see price make this leg lower instead. I'd rather watch to see it make a move than to force something and take a potential loss. Because this is just practice now. I'm literally getting practice reading the charts. I want to see we have kind of equal lows here. Oh no, we actually failed equal lows on NQ. Just want to see it sell, man. Is that too much to ask for? Wow, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail to take London lows. We're gonna miss that sweep just barely. 267 landed there. Look at the aggression here. Bulls are finally stepping in. Bears are getting weak after such an expansive move up. It doesn't surprise me here, but I'd be surprised if we don't sweep out London lows. That's what I'd be more surprised by here. So ideally, I'm looking for this leg lower. Footprint is what I use. Footprints. That 1 minute gap is holding really well. Yeah, guys, there's really no sauce. No sauce from your boy here, man. I feel like I'm playing the slow game of watching to see price play. Now we're gonna see London lows soon here, but it's like it's just this mass consolidation forming as we approach these lows. So more so just trying to see how I can position myself to potentially look for longs later, or I'm just gonna not trade this at all. That's the simple answer, right? TradingView is also just so laggy. That's so bum. I've sent him multiple Twitter DMs for fun, being like, "You guys need to fix your platform because I love trading on it. It's just so slow. It's just so slow. Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is what you use to see footprints. You can see footprint quite well." This 1 minute gap is held for like 15 minutes now. We've seen it. 8 minutes we've seen this 1 minute gap hold. It's literally holding the market by a thread. If this 1 minute gap gets inverse, price is going to trace higher. If we can get proper closure back below this 404 low, we'll see price just absolutely melt. But it honestly feels very dependent on this 1 minute gap now. I want to see if this holds. Like it's so tempting to just watch this. TradingView is actually like 2 seconds behind now. I'm very disappointed by the platform. Before 50s, yeah, we need to see reclosure back below the low of this 404 if we want to see London session lows. If not, then we're not going to see London lows right now. It's gonna be a post-London maneuver here. Mm. You guys haven't already, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the Lab Live segments if you have not already. It helps us out a bunch. Shows us that you guys enjoy the streams and the content. I know we're not taking any trades right now, but also London session is not presenting any opportunities that are feasible within my entry signature. So I'd rather teach you guys good trading and not to force entries rather than to force entries and, regret your life decisions when you take a losing trade. All right. There we go. Finally, some aggression on the 1 minute. Jeez Louise, man, cannot make that up. A C2 formed, guys. A C2 formed. Woo! See if that EQ holds though. That EQ holds at the 72s there, so I'm curious to see if that will hold. C2 unicorn played here. EQ looks like we closed above the EQ, so it looks like we might move away from that now. Then again, I'm not sure. I think the EQ is going to hold here. We're going to see a retrace into this 1 minute gap, likely also trace into this breaker, then see a re-expansion higher. Honestly, what I'm anticipating here with this price. Like, why do I want to trade? Yeah, there's no reason for me. All right, this is likely just a no trade London. You like 15-minute candle more because of our one S&P with the S. Yeah, we do have S&P with the S. This is true, but just don't like this. I just don't like this move. I don't like this market at all. 704 tagged here. We'll see if the 704 even gets tagged. See, as I mentioned, if we couldn't get below, we're gonna fill those London lows, and we filled those London lows, right? So it's just like tough luck, you know? I wanted those London session lows because now it's difficult for me to want to frame longs. We haven't swept out a really big relevant low. A session low is a great indication of a continuation of price, but no continuation, no cigar. All right, well now 704's here for this unicorn look like. Now, brother, we need respect to when our bear C2 don't say it goes higher. I'm not saying it goes higher. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it goes higher because we haven't swept out London lows. I would only have been more keen on seeing a higher leg here had we swept London lows, but we did not. So now I don't believe in price moving higher. This could be a temporary trace, just a dogleg retrace before we see an absolute sell-off lower. London session lows need to be swept at some point. So what should be focused? I mean, it's always good to alternate time frames, though. You shouldn't marry to one time frame. It's good to alternate to see which time frame gives you the best read on market. That's what helps me the most. New 15-minute open again here. Yeah, no framework, guys. Likely gonna hop off here in a bit because it's just like London for me right now. There's just not a lot for me to want to work around with. Um, I'm feeling like Juno last week. London last week was terrible for Unicorn. Now it's not the best for Le Modèle. So it's like we're alternating positions now, and Juno's probably killing it during London because these unicorns are very nice. It's quite discretionary to be frank with you, but limits for me if we're relatively close to a 60, I like to get a perfect fill at the 60. It's easier for me to manage risk. If we close relatively close to a change in state of delivery, though, most of the time I'll just do market and then I'll put a limit to fill the rest of my position to feel out a position. But limits, typically I won't get full size filled on limits. So it does depend, but it is quite discretionary. I'm burning hot. Oh my God. GCC2 failed. Yeah. What time frame? You mentioned GCC2. What time frame? The hourly? I'm confused because you've mentioned it 3 times now. I have no idea what time frame you're talking about, Jason. And there's gonna be 2R there from Unicorn. Wow, Unicorn played out twice today. Low key on fire with this. This type of trend is perfect for Unicorn. Slightly slower, so it's able to depict where it wants to move. 1 hour brother bearish, yeah. Yeah. I mean yeah, it did fail there, but yeah, it's not. I wouldn't have preferred this too because we're inside of that 4 hour gap. That would have been lower probability to begin with. One sec here. There goes the 2R, nearly tagged out there, barely missing it. And QSMT, yep, there's SMTs everywhere right now. In a slow-moving market that has these really big volatile candles, SMT is going to be present everywhere. It's just a matter of confirming it with a market structure shift to truly confirm a signature. Like, look at the random aggression from some of these candlesticks on NASDAQ. Still hasn't even tagged the 2R yet on the unicorn, and it's extremely aggressive in terms of these random PA legs that just retrace. You check soybean. That's the first time I've ever been asked to check soybean. Is that a genuine request? If that's a genuine request, I will check soybean. I honestly hope that's a genuine request. I can't believe I just got asked to check soybean futures. I'm in awe. I'm genuinely amazed. Here are soybean futures. Soybean futures look fucking great. Can you trade soybean futures on prop? Now I need to know this. I'm bullish on soybean. Wait, there's no way you can trade soybean on prop, right? Holy fuck, wait. Top Step lets you trade soybean futures. What's the margin required? Holy shit, that baby moves. Per point one, it's 1250. It's like an ES mini. You're shitting me, dude. You can trade fucking soybean futures? I didn't know that the props allowed you to trade soybean. Took a CFD trade today, 1-4. Nice. I had no idea you could trade soybean on prop. That's genuinely an electric discovery for me. That's a perfectly timed one production. I had no idea you could trade soybean futures off props. Top Step 2 allows it. Fuck, I'm gonna just take a position just to try it out. Yeah, that's crazy though. It's $12.50 per point on soybean. This is electric, guys. You don't understand the discovery for me here. I'll share it on your X account. Yeah, totally. Please, by all means. All right, there goes the 2R here played out by Unicorn. Unicorn really killed it today. I hope Juno's eating well tonight. Steak on Juno tonight, guys. He told me himself in his dreams. Steaks on Juno tonight. I mean, soybean barely moves as well. When's the best window to trade soybean? Seems like overnight session, like Asia session, trades very well for soybean. Can't believe I'm asking these questions to begin with. This is fucking crazy. Crazy for me to even ask. Yeah, soybean looks bullish, guys. I can't lie. Do we have a fractal forming on soybean? Oh, fuck, guys. We got fractal forming on soybean. Oh, my God. Jesus USDT. The Jesus coin. All right. Coin just shot the bed. That's definitely going to be delisted soon, I'm assuming. Jesus coin's going to be delisted, I'm sorry. No, Tam, it's just, I mean, London session's just super slow today, so I just don't have a lot of reason to want to get involved, just to be frank. Wow, failing to take London lows by what, 10 points less? Yeah, by 9.75 points there. Sad part is I live in Asia and still can't trade it because it's too early. Damn. I love beans so much when I checked it, I was like, what the fuck is here? Yeah. I genuinely had no idea that I knew you could trade soybean futures. Like, I'm not an idiot. I just didn't know that you could trade it on prop. Like, I had no idea Top Step would let me trade that. Micro C2's forming. GC hourly context. Yeah, GC looks quite bullish, man. Head back in this 4-hour gap here. What's silver up to? Silver hasn't been doing too sharp recently. Back up in 61s though. That's actually decent to see with silver. It's nice to see silver back up at the 71s. That's actually, or 61s. That's really good. Silver is something I've been investing in consistently long term. Um, like it's a DCA position for me, and total gain percentage wise on silver for me, wow, it's actually really solid, 131% was the peak. Silver looks good. Likely see that re-expand higher too. We tagged into this 1 hour gap here. That 1 hour gap held very well for silver. Like gold, we'll likely see this retrace higher now. We'll likely see a trace move higher back up into this range of this VQ. Daily structure here too. We're forming daily wick. Would want to see that re-expand, especially since we're failing to close back below that Tuesday low. By the time I'm ready at the morning chores and so on the charts, the move has already happened. That would make sense. I'm gonna check the QQI dividend share again. I forgot what it is. The high income ETF. 65 cents per share. Actually nice. So off of $1,500 of QQI shares, you get $16 a month. That's not bad. It's nearly a 10% actually. That's really solid. That's more than 10%. That's a 12% ETF. That is good. I'm buying root every month, like 2 ounces or more if I can. Very nice. Yeah, I've been doing both physical silver and gold, as well as both and virtual as well. That's been the best for me. Also, look at this, guys. These Thursday highs. Thursday highs are holding. We're just inside of this massive range. The hourly actually looks kind of nice though. Like the structure is not there right now, but we have these clear gaps on where price wants to move, and price is actively moving internal to internal before we move external to internal to external. So I do like the framework. Oh my, I just realized I've been fumbling on this. Holy cow, I actually fumbled, chat. On my Roth IRA, I reset my recurring investments in my Roth and my normal brokerage to pay to cash for dividends rather than a reinvest into the asset. That's a fucking fumble. That's a big fumble. Apparently that's been like that for a little bit too. That's not good. We're gonna lose some cash on that. That was a fumble on my end there. Jeez Louise. All right, well, we just figured that out. Yeah, guys, London session's slowing down quite a bit here. Hourly structure, we're kind of just barcoding off this 4 hour gap here on the hourly. So for me, there's not really a lot of framework. That 1 minute gap's holding. Likely see that continue this trend lower. We formed a micro C2 as well up at these highs. So for me, it's kind of one of these signatures that I'm not too excited to trade this. That's the new 30-minute open though, so technically that's going to frame a continuation sequence, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it's just this style structure here is not working well for my signatures. So I'm more keen on just hopping off relatively soon here and letting trend figure out what it wants to do itself, because I'm not feeling like I want to get involved with a market that's not presenting my model opportunities. Like immediate 10-point drop on that too. Jeez Louise. Yeah, look at this 1 minute. It kind of frames a continuation to an extent here, right? C3 traced into the gap and immediately closed. So we do technically have a protected high now at the 94. but it's a little lower probability since it just opened it. Do you use trading account profits to reinvest? Yes, I do actually. Not all, but I do use I use about 80% of my trading profits and I reinvest them back into both a dividend portfolio, my Roth, and then a couple other like my general investing account, my taxable investing account. Because I think the fear that everybody has is the longevity of assets, right? It's wondering if you're going to have enough and if you're going to be able to maintain onto your capital, right? Because I don't know how long we'll be able to do day trading for, right? It's a reliable job for me because I've been at it for a while, but for a lot of people, it's kind of the not knowing whether or not it's going to be something that you can hold long term. So for me, investing in assets that are going to appreciate is going to be what I want to do. Just because when I'm investing in assets that are going to appreciate or dividends or ETFs or indices or whatever it might be, I know that I'm investing in my long-term future. Even if I don't make it long-term, at least I know there's some stability that's being built. It's one of the best things you can do. And plus, if you transfer like directly, when I trade through my personal brokerage, it's an immediate transfer into an account, so it's non-taxable because I'm just investing it back into long-term assets. Or I mean, non-taxable for my Roth, taxable for my non-Roth IRA trades. But still, right? Like that helps a lot. Reduces quite a bit of stress there too. What is this 1 minute, dude? Dégueulasse. Horrible. Horrible market. I don't like this market. For me, that's what makes the most sense. Thank you for sharing. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to invest in silver but not physical because they can't access future? Um, yeah, NQ it is. Yes, it is. I'd recommend DMing me on Discord though. I'm more responsive there. Yeah, Naz is slowing here. We'll likely end the session here soon, guys. Just don't feel like wanting to trade this price action any longer. Roger, after live ends, we'll hop in there. Sweet. Yeah, recommend if you guys have any questions. I'm putting my Discord in the chat right now, so make sure you guys message me on Discord. Shoot me a message, say what's up. I don't bite. If you have any questions in regards to assets, longevity, anything of that manner, don't hesitate to reach out to me because I love to talk to you guys. I love to hear your stories and also just answer any questions you guys have, any interests, etc. But I can't lie, guys. For me, I think I'm going to be hopping off here. We're likely going to see this head back and actually see London session lows now, ideally. So that being said, I think for myself, I'm going to be hopping off just because I don't like to trade this PA and this PA doesn't like me either. So that being said, this is a good opportunity for me to kind of get myself off the charts, relax for the rest of the day, reset for New York AM session. And seriously, guys, always a pleasure to stream live with you folks. It's lovely being alongside every single one of you and hopping on these sessions daily and production. Thank you as well for just constantly hopping on a daily, helping us out, making these streams run smoothly. I know this wasn't an ideal London session. We are ending the session today with 0 trades, but I would rather preach good habits, right? Not trading when market doesn't present. Yeah, and Unicorn played out. Did it play out well? It played out super well, right? But for me, that wasn't something that felt was a presentable opportunity for myself. And if I have a lack of confidence, I'm not going to be trading, right? So that's my session for today, guys. But thank you so much again for tuning in. Like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe. Code Lab at your favorite prop firms if you have not already too. And without further ado, guys, I will catch you all in the very next stream. I'll be live for New York AM session tomorrow as well. But we've got a couple of the boys hopping on today. Production, if you don't mind throwing on that screen with the who's going to be on later today, that would be Electric. So I could just show the folks really quick. So yeah, later today, guys, we've got the current, wow, you guys are killing it, production. Later today, we've got the following. We've got Juno hopping on later today alongside Alex. Juno hopping on for New York, and then we also have Alex later today. So we've got a good crew hopping on, folks. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And once again, without further ado, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow for some lives. Much love, everybody. Bye.